What's going on, everyone? So we got this beautiful CRZ up on the dyno today. If you're not familiar with the CRZ, I wasn't. Never been in one before today. I'm actually going to go inside. I'm going to show you. I'm highly impressed. So this one is really clean. It's got some water spots because it got rained on. But ultimately, this one is supercharged. Now, I don't know too much about the supercharger. I talked to the customer. I believe it is an HPD kit, and I can't recall how many he said are in existence, actually supercharged ones, but it was fairly low. It was, I know it was for sure underneath 100. It actually might be underneath 50 too, but I just don't 50. I don't recall what he told me. So reason I'm taping this too is just it's because it's unique. You don't see them very often, especially modified. So I'm the color, and like I said, there's some water spots on it, but the color is really amazing. The thumbnail that I'm going to use for this video, it was when it showed up on a nice clear day, so there was no water spots, but definitely a unique color. The wing, the stance, everything about it I like. I'm going to get inside too because the interior actually surprised me as well. And usually I'm not a big interior guy or blown away by stuff like that. So I'm gonna hop in really quick. I'll show you guys the interior. I'm gonna pop the hood, and I'll show you guys what's going on underneath the hood as well too. Realistically, I talked to him. I think these should only make around 200 horsepower. If you're not familiar with dynos, this dyno reads actually a little bit lower too, and doesn't mean that the car necessarily made less power. Every dyno is calibrated different. A lot of people also think that since it's a dyno jet, it reads higher. Yeah, it's far from the truth. Other dynos you can actually calibrate easily, and actually there's no calibration with this one at all. There is a weight of the drum roll, the roller itself, and DynoJet inputs that all in the computer. Other computers, you can calibrate it where you can actually manipulate the settings and make a car appear like it actually made more horsepower than it did. So I do hear from time and time again, guys will ask what dyno that what dyno that we have. It's a DynoJet 224, and then I also hear guys come back and say, oh, the DynoJets read high. It's not the case, and I'm not doing a whole video about dynos, but I know a bunch of other tuners have done videos that are out there, so feel free to check those out. Realistically, like I said, I was saying too, he said it should make around 200 horsepower, so you could subtract 11% if you're going that route. Overall, nice setup. Should be fun on the street, especially with how light they are. And yes, of course, it's not going to be a crazy race car, but that's not the intention for it. So sitting inside the car, get a nice little view. The dashboard, I'm really, the cluster itself, I'm impressed by it. You can hear when I start it, there's actually going to be no cranking. So it just starts right up. So you can see all the colors when you change it from eco mode to sport mode. It actually changes too. All the stuff on the dash, I have to go drive it on the street. The car thinks that the front wheels were moving, but the back wheels weren't, so it just basically freaks out. That's why you see those lights. So I'm gonna pop the hood, and I'm going to hop on out and show you guys what's underneath the hood. And in the back here, it's kind of dark. I don't even know if there's a light up here, but that ain't gonna really help. So yeah, that's all you're gonna get in the back. That's it. That's all you guys are getting today. So here we got the engine and the supercharger, which is going to be down below there. It's fairly similar to the Craftworks kits you would see. It seems like it's a Roadtrek supercharger. If you're not familiar with these cars at all, these are hybrid cars, half electric, half gas. You can see the big orange cable, which is going to be the power cable running back to the battery, I would assume. Big and orange and kind of a warning because you don't want to mess with those. So as far as everything else goes, you know, these motors ain't going to make a ton of power. They're definitely going to make a little bit more compared to not being supercharged. I don't know for sure how close these motors are or similar these motors are to the Honda Fit. I couldn't say for sure on that. I'm sure other guys can probably maybe comment down below. Besides that, you know, this car might not be everyone's cup of tea. Normally, if it was driving on the street and it looked fairly stock, it wouldn't be, you know, I probably wouldn't do a second glance. But after seeing the supercharger setup and also being inside of it and also knowing where the gas prices are at right now, this would be a fun little daily driver. You know, are you going to be able to, you know, beat everything on the street with this car? No, absolutely not. But it would be a fun, nice little car. Especially even if you wanted to track it, throw some, you know, if it's got some good suspension on it, good tires, I'm sure it would be pretty fun. So that's about it. I'm going to do some pulls here. I'll get the pulls, the videos of them, and I got to get caught up on some videos. So I've been working nonstop, pretty much 7 days a week. I got a bunch of videos. I know you guys are liking them. Figured I'd do a quick video on this car because it's not a car that you see every day, let alone supercharged and being dyno tuned. So, and I don't think I mentioned it, but this one is on K-Tuner.